Welcome back to our channel, soap fans. Today is a beautiful day to dive deep into the heart-stopping drama of Genoa City, and we have a massive, explosive storyline to unpack that will leave you absolutely breathless. The Nevada desert isn't forgiving, it is a desolate wasteland, and right now, it is the stage for a waking nightmare. Nick Newman is plunging headfirst into a trap. Matt Clark is pulling the strings. The stakes have never been higher, the tension is suffocating. Adam Newman sits in the passenger seat. He watches his brother unravel. Nick is sweating, his hands shake, his eyes are wild. The steering wheel is a weapon in his hands. The car swerves, the tires screech. Adam knows this cannot continue. He has to intervene. He has to take control. The lives of Sharon and Noah hang in the balance, but Nick is a ticking time bomb. The prescription pills are tearing his mind apart. The withdrawal is setting in. The physical toll is undeniable. Adam sees the desperation in his brother's eyes. He sees the absolute terror, and he realizes they are driving straight into hell. Stop the car. Adam demands it. Nick resists. The argument is fierce. It is primal. It is the clash of two brothers who have spent a lifetime at war. But right now, they are united by a singular, terrifying goal. They must save Sharon. They must save Noah. Adam forces Nick to pull over. He takes the wheel. Nick slumps into the passenger seat. The shift in power is palpable. Nick is no longer the protector. He is a casualty. His body is betraying him. The craving for the pills is consuming his every thought. He is shivering. He is pale. The Nevada heat is blistering, yet Nick is freezing. Adam grips the steering wheel. His knuckles are white. He looks at his brother. He sees a broken man. He sees a man who cannot possibly face a monster like Matt Clark in this condition. The reality of the situation crashes down on Adam. They are walking into a slaughterhouse. And Nick is completely defenseless. We have to pause and look at the history here. Adam and Nick have a relationship defined by betrayal, anger, and deep-seated resentment. They have fought over women. They have fought over their father's empire. They have fought over their very identities. Yet, in this desolate desert, all of that fades away. The Newman blood is a powerful bond. Adam is looking at Nick not as a rival, but as a brother in desperate need. The tragedy is that Adam knows he cannot fix this. He cannot cure Nick's addiction in the middle of a rescue mission. The clock is ticking. Matt Clark is waiting. Sharon and Noah are in unimaginable danger. Adam has to make a choice. It is a choice that will haunt him. It is a choice born of pure desperation. He needs Nick to be functional. He needs Nick to stand upright. He needs Nick to face the demon waiting for them at the abandoned gas station. And to do that, Adam has to do the unthinkable. And this is the moment I almost screamed at the screen. Adam looks at Nick's trembling hands. He looks at the sheer agony on his brother's face. The withdrawal is paralyzing Nick. Adam makes a calculated, devastating decision. He tells Nick to take the pills. He encourages the addiction. I mean, obviously you need it. Just do it. Do what you need to do, Adam says in the weekly promo, his voice laced with a mixture of pity and dread. The words hang in the air. They are toxic. They are a profound betrayal of everything a brother should do. But in Adam's mind, it is a tactical necessity. He believes the pills will give Nick the temporary strength he needs to survive the confrontation with Matt. He believes the high will mask the pain. He believes it is the only way they can walk through those doors and save the people they love. It is a horrific gamble. It is a deal with the devil. And Adam is the one signing the contract. Let us dissect Adam's psychology in this moment. Adam is a master manipulator. He is a tactician. He views the world through a lens of survival. To him, the immediate threat is Matt Clark. The immediate goal is rescuing Sharon and Noah. Nick's long-term health is a secondary concern. It is collateral damage. Adam is rationalizing the ennoblement of his brother's addiction. He is convincing himself that the end justifies the means, but deep down, there is a sickening twist of irony. Adam, the dark sheep of the Newman family, the man who has caused so much pain, is now the one handing his brother the metaphorical loaded gun. He is facilitating the destruction of Nick's body and mind. The guilt will be astronomical. But in the suffocating heat of the car, with the gas station looming in the distance, Adam pushes the guilt aside. He focuses on the mission. He watches Nick reach for the pills. He watches his brother surrender to the chemical hunger. What Adam does not know, what Nick does not know, the pills are a death sentence. This is the ultimate, sickening twist in Matt Clark's master plan. The drugs Nick stole, the stash he has been relying on to numb his pain, they are not a sanctuary. They are a weapon. Matt Clark is a psychopath. He is a man who orchestrates pain with the precision of a maestro. He anticipated Nick's weakness. He anticipated the addiction. He laced the batch. He poisoned the very thing Nick thought was saving him. The pills are toxic. They are designed to destroy Nick from the inside out. As Nick swallows the pills, he believes he is gaining strength. He believes he is arming himself for the battle ahead, but in reality, he is swallowing his own demise. The poison enters his bloodstream. The clock starts ticking. It is a silent, invisible killer. And Adam, in his desperate attempt to help, has just pushed his brother over the edge of the cliff. The car pulls up to the abandoned gas station. The silence is deafening. The building is a rotting corpse in the desert. The windows are shattered. The paint is peeling. It is a monument to decay. And it is the perfect setting for Matt Clark's theater of cruelty. Adam cuts the engine. The silence rushes in. Nick takes a deep breath. The pills are taking effect. But it is not the familiar rush of numbness. Something is wrong. The high is jagged. It is violent. Nick's vision blurs for a fraction of a second. A cold sweat breaks out across his forehead. He ignores it. He attributes it to the adrenaline. He attributes it to the fear. He opens the car door. He steps into the blistering heat. Adam is right behind him. They are walking into the lion's den. The tension is unbearable. Every shadow hides a threat. Every creak of the rusted metal sounds like a gunshot. They move toward the entrance. They are ready for war, but they are completely unprepared for the horror waiting inside. They breach the doors. The smell of dust and gasoline fills the air. The lighting is dim. The shadows are long. And then, they see them. Sharon and Noah. They are bound. They are terrified. The sight of them sends a shockwave of primal rage through Nick. This is his family. This is his heart. Sharon's eyes widen. She sees Nick. She sees the desperation in his face. Noah struggles against his restraints. The relief of seeing Nick and Adam is instantly overshadowed by the sheer terror of the situation. Matt Clark is nowhere to be seen in the immediate vicinity. The room feels like a tomb. Adam raises the gun Riza gave him. He scans the shadows. He is waiting for Matt to strike. He is waiting for the monologue. He is waiting for the violence. But Matt is playing a different game. He is not a brawler. He is a psychological terrorist. He does not need to pull a trigger to inflict pain. He has already set the trap. He just needs to watch it spring. Nick takes a step toward Sharon. His legs feel heavy. They feel like lead. The poison is working its way through his nervous system. The drug that was supposed to give him strength is now tearing him apart. His heart pounds against his ribs like a trapped bird. His breath comes in ragged gasps. He tries to speak. He tries to tell Sharon it will be okay, but the words die in his throat. The room starts to spin. The edges of his vision darken. The jagged high he felt outside has morphed into a terrifying plunge into the abyss. Adam notices the falter. He sees Nick stumble. Nick, Adam's voice is sharp. It cuts through the silence. But Nick cannot answer. The pain is sudden. It is explosive. It rips through his abdomen. It sears his brain. He drops to his knees. The concrete floor hits him hard. The sound echoes in the empty room. It is the sound of a giant falling. The collapse is sudden. It is violent. Nick's body convulses. He gasps for air. The poison is ravaging his system. Sharon screams. The sound is raw. It is filled with absolute, unadulterated terror. Nick, she struggles violently against her bonds. The ropes bite into her skin. Noah shouts for his father. The panic in the room escalates from 0 to 100 in a fraction of a second. Adam drops to his knees beside his brother. He grabs Nick's shoulders. Nick's eyes are rolled back. Foam gathers at the corners of his mouth. The realization hits Adam like a freight train. This is not a withdrawal. This is not an overdose. This is a poisoning. The drugs he told Nick to take. The drugs he encouraged Nick to swallow. They were laced. They were a trap. Adam's hands shake as he tries to stabilize his brother. The guilt is instantaneous. It is crushing. It is a physical weight pressing down on his chest. He did this. He told Nick to take the pills. Imagine the sheer horror of this moment. Sharon and Noah are tied up. They are completely helpless. They are forced to watch the man they love die in front of them. It is a nightmare made flesh. Sharon steers carved tracks through the dust on her face. She begs Adam to do something. She begs Nick to hold on. Noah is pulling at his restraints with the strength of a madman. His wrists are bleeding. He is screaming at the top of his lungs. But they cannot reach him. They cannot touch him. They are prisoners in their own bodies, forced to witness the agonizing destruction of their patriarch. Matt Clark's threat is coming true in the most twisted way possible. He promised to make them watch each other die, and he is delivering on that promise without even being in the room. The cruelty is staggering. It is a masterclass in sadistic torture. Adam is in full panic mode. He is a man who usually has a plan. He is a man who usually stays cool under pressure, but not now. Not when his brother's life is slipping through his fingers because of his own advice. He checks Nick's pulse. It is erratic. It is weak. He screams for help, knowing no one is coming. He tries to clear Nick's airway. He looks at the gun on the floor. It is useless. A bullet cannot cure a poison. The gun cannot fight a chemical compound. Adam is completely out of his depth. He looks at Sharon. He sees the accusation in her eyes, even though she does not know the full truth yet. He sees the terror. Hold on, Nick. Just hold on, Adam pleads. His voice breaks. The tough exterior shatters. He is just a little brother terrified of losing his older sibling. The dynamic has shifted completely. The resentment is gone. Only the desperate need to save a life remains. Meanwhile, outside the gas station, hidden in the shadows, Matt Clark sits in his car. The engine is off. The windows are tinted. He is a ghost in the desert. He holds a tablet in his hands. The screen illuminates his face with a pale, sickly glow. It is the security feed from inside the gas station. He is watching the entire scene unfold in high definition. He watches Nick stumble. He watches Nick fall. He watches the convulsions. He watches the absolute panic grip Adam, Sharon, and Noah. And Matt smiles. It is not a normal smile. It is a grotesque stretching of the lips. It is the smile of a predator watching its prey bleed out. He leans back in his seat. He savors the moment. This is his masterpiece. This is the culmination of years of hatred, years of plotting, years of waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Matt watches the screen with rapt attention. He is a director watching his play execute flawlessly. The audio feed pipes the screams into his car. Sharon's cries are music to his ears. Noah's desperation is a symphony. He taps his finger against the steering wheel to the rhythm of Nick's erratic heartbeat. Rich boy Newman finally hit the jackpot with a bad batch. What a shame, Matt says in the weekly promo. His voice is smooth. It is dripping with venom. The sarcasm is thick enough to cut with a knife. He relishes the irony. Nick Newman, the golden boy, the heir to the Newman throne, brought down by a dirty pill, brought down by his own weakness, brought down by the very brother who came to save him. Matt knows Adam encouraged the drug use. He anticipated the dynamic. He played them all like a cheap fiddle. And now, he is reaping the rewards. We must delve into the abyss of Matt Clark's hatred. This is not a simple grudge. This is a pathological obsession. Matt views the Newmans as the source of all his misery. He views Nick as the ultimate symbol of privilege and arrogance. He views Sharon as a possession he was denied. His revenge is not just about killing them. It is about breaking them. It is about stripping away their dignity. It is about making them suffer in the most profound, agonizing ways imaginable. Poisoning Nick's drug supply is a stroke of evil genius. It attacks Nick's character. It weaponizes his addiction. It forces his family to watch his degradation. It is a violation of the highest order. Matt is not just a villain. He is a monster. He is a force of pure, unadulterated malice. And right now, he is winning. He is winning the war for the souls of the Newman family. Back inside the gas station, the situation is critical. Nick's convulsions have slowed, but his breathing is shallow. His skin is clammy and gray. The poison has done its work. Adam knows they cannot stay here. They have to get Nick to a hospital. They have to get the poison out of his system. But they are in the middle of nowhere. They are miles from civilization. And they still have to free Sharon and Noah. Adam scrambles. He finds a piece of broken glass. He uses it to saw frantically at Sharon's ropes. His hands are slick with sweat and Nick's saliva. The glass cuts into his own palms, but he does not feel the pain. He only feels the ticking clock. Sharon is sobbing uncontrollably. As soon as her hands are free, she drops to her knees beside Nick. She cradles his head in her lap. She rocks him back and forth. She whispers his name over and over again. It is a heartbreaking scene. It is the raw, bleeding edge of human emotion. Adam moves to Noah. Noah is hyperventilating. The trauma of watching his father collapse is overwhelming his system. Adam cuts the ropes. Noah stumbles forward. He falls to his knees next to his mother. He grabs his father's hand. It is cold. The heat of the desert cannot warm the chill of the poison. Dad, wake up. Noah pleads. The young man is broken. The strong, defiant facade he showed Matt earlier is gone. He is just a scared boy watching his father slip away. Adam stands up. He looks at the family huddled on the floor. He feels like an intruder. He feels like a murderer. He is the one who told Nick to take the pills. He is the one who accelerated this nightmare. The guilt threatens to suffocate him. But he forces it down. He has to act. He has to be the pragmatist. We have to move him, Adam barks. His voice is harsh. It is a necessary cruelty to break through the shock. We have to get him to the car. We have to get him to a hospital. Sharon looks up at him. Her eyes are wide with panic. He can't move, Adam. He's dying, she screams. Then we carry him. Adam roars back. He bends down. He grabs Nick under the arms. He grunts with the effort. Nick is dead weight. Noah scrambles to his feet. He grabs his father's legs. Together, they lift the fallen patriarch. The physical exertion is immense. The emotional toll is even greater. They are carrying a dying man through a dusty, abandoned building, knowing that a psychopath is likely watching their every move. Every step is an agony. Every breath is a struggle. They burst through the doors. The blinding sunlight hits them like a physical blow. The heat is oppressive. They stumble toward the car. Nick's head lolls back. His face is a mask of death. Adam's muscles burn. Noah is crying, tears streaming down his face as he struggles to hold his father's weight. Sharon is right beside them, holding the car door open. They maneuver Nick into the back seat. It is clumsy. It is desperate. Sharon climbs in next to him. She pulls his head onto her lap. She presses her fingers to his neck, desperately searching for a pulse. It is there, but it is fading. Adam slams the door shut. He runs to the driver's side. He jumps in. He jams the keys into the ignition. The engine roars to life. He throws the car into gear. The tires spin in the dust. They rocket away from the gas station. They are leaving the nightmare behind, but they are taking the tragedy with them. As the car speeds away, kicking up a massive cloud of dust, Nat Clark watches from his hidden vantage point. He lowers the tablet. He watches the dust trail dissipate into the desert air. He does not chase them. He does not need to. He has already delivered the fatal blow. The poison is in Nick's veins. The damage is done. The trauma has been inflicted. He starts his engine. He pulls out onto the highway, heading in the opposite direction. He is a ghost fading back into the shadows. He is confident that Nick Newman will not survive the night. He is confident that his revenge is complete. The sheer arrogance of the man is staggering. He believes he has broken the unshakable Newman legacy. He believes he has won. Inside Adam's car, the atmosphere is frantic. Adam is driving like a madman. He is pushing the car to its absolute limits. The speedometer needle buries itself in the red. He is swerving around slow-moving vehicles. He is running red lights as they hit the outskirts of Vegas. He is a man possessed. In the back seat, Sharon is performing a desperate triage. She is checking Nick's breathing. She is trying to keep him cool. She is talking to him, begging him to stay with her. Noah is in the passenger seat. He is gripping the dashboard. His knuckles are white. He is staring straight ahead, unable to look at the horror in the back seat. The silence in the front of the car is a stark contrast to the desperate pleas in the back. Adam's mind is racing. He is calculating the distance to the nearest hospital. He is calculating the time they have left. And he is calculating the cost of his own horrific mistake. The guilt is a living thing inside Adam's chest. It is clawing at his heart. It is whispering in his ear. You did this. You told him to take it. The memory of his own words loops in his brain. Just do it. Do what you need to do. He thought he was being pragmatic. He thought he was helping Nick focus. He never imagined the pills were laced. He never imagined Matt Clark would go to such diabolical lengths. But that does not absolve him. He enabled the addiction. He handed his brother the poison. If Nick dies, Adam knows he will never forgive himself. He knows Sharon will never forgive him. He knows the family will tear him apart. The weight of that realization is almost too much to bear. It threatens to crush him right there in the driver's seat. But he cannot break down. Not yet. He has to get them to the hospital. They reach the hospital. Adam slams on the brakes. The car screeches to a halt in front of the emergency room doors. He lays on the horn. The sound is a continuous, blaring siren of desperation. Medical personnel rush out. They have a gurney. Adam leaps out of the car. He rips open the back door. He helps the orderlies pull Nick's lifeless body onto the gurney. Sharon is frantic. She is shouting information. She is holding Nick's hand until the nurses force her to let go. They rush Nick through the double doors. The trauma team descends upon him. The doors swing shut, cutting off the view. The sudden absence of Nick's physical presence leaves a gaping void. Sharon collapses against Noah. They are a tangle of tears and exhaustion. Adam stands by the car. His chest is heaving. His hands are covered in his brother's sweat. He is entirely alone in his guilt. Adam knows he cannot stay there. He cannot look Sharon in the eye. He cannot face the questions that will inevitably come. He needs to regroup. He needs to figure out what the hell just happened. He leaves the hospital. He drives back to the hotel. The drive is a blur. The neon lights of Las Vegas bleed together in a dizzying smear of color. The city of sin is a mocking backdrop to his personal tragedy. He pulls into the hotel parking garage. He walks through the lobby like a zombie. His clothes are disheveled. His eyes are hollow. He looks like a man who has just walked through hell and barely survived. He reaches the door to his room. He hesitates. He knows Chelsea is inside. He knows she is waiting for news. And he knows he is carrying a bombshell that will shatter her world. Adam pushes the door open. The room is quiet. Chelsea Lawson is pacing the floor. She is a bundle of raw nerves. The moment she sees the door open, she stops. She sees Adam. She sees his haggard face. She sees the exhaustion radiating from his pores. But he is alive. He is standing. A massive wave of relief washes over her. She runs to him. She throws her arms around his neck. She buries her face in his chest. She holds him tight. It is a desperate, clinging hug. It is the embrace of a woman who thought she had lost the love of her life to the darkness. Adam stands frozen for a moment. He feels the warmth of her body. He feels the frantic beating of her heart. Slowly, he wraps his arms around her. He closes his eyes. For one brief, fleeting second, he allows himself to feel safe. He allows himself to feel loved. But the sanctuary is temporary. Chelsea pulls back slightly. She looks up into his face. Her eyes are searching. She is scanning his features for the answers she desperately needs. She notices the blood on his hands from the broken glass. She notices the wild, haunted look in his eyes. The relief begins to curdle into dread. She looks past him, toward the open door. The hallway is empty. The silence in the room suddenly feels heavy. It feels ominous. She looks back at Adam. The question forms on her lips before she can stop it. Adam, where is Nick? The words hang in the air. They are a death knell. Adam freezes. His jaw tightens. His eyes drop to the floor. He cannot look at her. He cannot speak. The pause stretches out. It is a terrible, suffocating silence. It is the silence of a man who knows he has to deliver the worst news possible. And this is where the dread truly sets in. That pause, that agonizing hesitation. It speaks volumes. Chelsea's heart drops into stomach. She knows Adam. She knows his tells. She knows that when he goes quiet, when he avoids eye contact, the news is catastrophic. She steps back. Her hands fall to her sides. Adam, what happened? Where is your brother? Her voice is shaking. The panic is rising in her throat. Adam finally looks up. His eyes are swimming with tears. The tough, ruthless Adam Newman is completely broken. He opens his mouth to speak, but the words choke him. How does he tell her? How does he explain that Nick is fighting for his life? How does he confess that he is the one who told Nick to take the poison? The burden of the truth is colossal. Looking closely at the weekly promo, the sequence of events is chilling. We see Adam's terrible advice. We see Matt's sadistic commentary. We see Nick's catastrophic collapse. The editing is designed to maximize the emotional impact. It highlights the tragic irony of Adam trying to help, only to facilitate Matt's lethal trap. The promo leaves us hanging on that devastating pause in the hotel room. It is a brilliant piece of storytelling. It forces the audience to confront the immediate, visceral horror of the situation while simultaneously planting the seeds of long-term emotional fallout. The Newman family is about to be rocked by a scandal of epic proportions. The secret of Adam's involvement will inevitably come out, and when it does, the explosion will be nuclear. The ramifications of this single event are staggering. If Nick survives, he will be facing a brutal recovery. His body has been ravaged by poison. His mind has been traumatized. His addiction has been weaponized against him. The road back will be long and painful. Sharon and Noah will be traumatized by what they witnessed. Their trust in Adam will be completely shattered once they learn the truth about the pills. Victor Newman will unleash a holy war against Matt Clark, and likely against Adam as well. The family dynamics, already strained to the breaking point, will snap entirely. Adam will be cast out once again, branded a traitor, a murderer, an enabler. The guilt will consume him. The darkness he has fought so hard to escape will pull him back in. This is not just a plot twist. This is a seismic shift in the landscape of Genoa City. As we stare at the screen, as we watch Adam struggle to find the words to tell Chelsea the horrific truth, we are left breathless. The masterful manipulation by Matt Clark has yielded devastating results. The Newman brothers, forced into a desperate alliance, have been torn apart by a single poison pill. The tragedy is profound. The suspense is unbearable. We are left on the edge of our seats, desperate for answers, terrified of what the next chapter will bring. Will Nick Newman survive the night in the hospital, fighting a poison designed to end his life, or is there yet another sickening and scene twist waiting in the wings of Matt Clark's diabolical theater of cruelty?